The Stallions versus the Brahmas in the Alamo Dome, a potential championship matchup with some big-name head coaches. Here they are, showing respect.
Yep. What an honor it is for me to have the opportunity to do this.
Oh, thank you.
You know, just to stand across the sideline from you, I've been such a huge fan of yours and admirer of yours. And
well, thank
congratulations on the great job you've done with your team.
Well, what about you, man?
Yeah, we're a lot.
Thanks.
Have you enjoyed it?
Oh, yeah. This is fun for me. This is what we do, right?
I think this is one of the best jobs I've ever had.
I mean, that's what Demarius Gates was thinking as well when he rushed the quarterback untouched. Quentin Dormady, strip sack, Stallions, recover. Tough start for the Brahmas. They get another crack at it after Birmingham did nada with it, and they drop a double pass. Dormady to Kirkland to Justin Smith for the TD. Sheesh. Kirkland reminding us that he used to play QB at LSU and reminding us that he still got a hand cannon. Take another look, dog.
Look at this double pass. That defense totally bit on that too. Ooh. Wide open there.
Yeah, you know what? Let's take a flashback. Reminds me of last year when Kirkland threw the first double forward pass in the XFL for the Houston Roughnecks. This guy does it all. Now let's head back to the UFL, as in today's game, because Chase Garbers entered the game. Remind the people who he is, Doc.
Yeah, former standout quarterback at Cal. Spent 2 seasons in the NFL with the Raiders, but this is his first season with the San Antonio Brahmas in the UFL.
Yeah, and he's back after being hurt. He was a little bit rusty at first, but it's a good thing he can just throw easy little slants to this man, Jontre Kirkland. He's a problem.
Wait a second. I thought he threw touchdown passes. He also catches passes?
He sure does. He had 4 catches for 66 yards on the day. Then on the 1-yard line, Morgan Ellison punches it in for 6 more. It's 12-3 Brahmas. Fans pumped because their stars are locked in.
Kayla.
Guys, here with Jontre Kirkland, who clearly set your team up for perfect field position. What do you see? What goes through your mind when you're able to make plays like that?
Sure, just making a play, one play at a time, till we score. We chalk it up on the sideline, come back and make us another play. That's all I'm thinking.
And the Stallions have their fewest first-half points in franchise history, but they're looking to get things going. Check out this throw from Martinez to Chase Sternberger. Thread the needle.
How do you do that? And also, how about the tight ends in the UFL, Scooby? These guys just making plays.
Real talk. Tight ends are ballers in the UFL. And if you start something, it's going to be something. Martinez and Sternberger, again, 10 pennies, because that's a dime. 7 catches, 110 yards, and a touchdown for Jace. It's a 3-point game. Now to the fourth quarter. It's 3rd and 26 for the Brahmas. And Garbers goes deep over the middle.
Ooh.
Incomplete.
Very incomplete.
But there's a flag.
There is not. What? That was so late, Scooby.
Back-breaking automatic first down. 7 penalties for 78 yards in this game for Birmingham. Costly. Now it's 2nd and 7 inside the red zone. Morgan Ellison says, "We up." He had 12 carries, 30 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day. Uncharted waters for the Stallions as they now trail in the 4th. Now let's hear from Martinez before he takes the field.
You got the ball to win the game, brother. What's going through your head?
Go execute. Same thing as the whole rest of the game. It's on us. Not about what they're doing, about what we're doing.
Love that, brother. Thank you.
Not often you hear from a guy before he has a game-winning drive, but I got a bad news for you, bro. It's Brad Wing. He don't care because he's hitting 64-yard bombs. The dude's a dog, an act only reserved for a man who got a shout-out from Nicki Minaj in Skirt. She said, "I'm playing the field. Brad Wing the punch."
I love this.
But the Stallions are undefeated this season for a reason. Adrian Martinez says, "I like my eggs scrambled." Yeah, 16-yard game. Their boy is still eating. He had 5 carries for 56 yards. Just over 30 seconds left in the game. Do or die for Birmingham. Martinez, fighting for his life here. Get off of me. Escapes the pocket, launches it. Tez Tabor picks it off. Down go the Stallions for the first time, and Wade Phillips is pumped.
Get it! Yes! Yes! We win! We win! We win! We win! We win!
Birmingham's.
That brings me so much joy watching him go, "We win! We win!"
15-game winning streak snapped.
Love it.
Way to play. I mean, them Brahmas, some problems, man.
Yeah, okay, so here's the question, Scooby. Obviously, Stallions came in undefeated, right? Was this a bigger loss for an undefeated Stallions team or a bigger win for the Brahmas team?
At some point, you had to feel like a loss was going to come for the Brahmas, but I think it was for the Birmingham Stallions. But for the Brahmas, I think this is a bigger win for them because when you look at the team they were going against that hasn't lost in over a year, you prove to yourself that you can play to that level. There have been some hiccups over the course of the season for the Brahmas, but they were able to straighten everything out in this game against a really good team. And then you get the quarterback who you lost early in the season, Chase Garbers, to return. He was 16 for 23, 139 yards. He was an early MVP favorite as well. Don't forget about that. And he plays well.
Yeah.
He gets the rust off. Jontre Kirkland, big players show up in big moments in big games. And he was making those plays when it mattered. And then I gotta say one thing about this Brahma defense because they made the plays when it mattered consistently and competed with a team that has the best defense.
So I'm with you. I think definitely this was a bigger win for the Brahmas. For the Stallions, I still feel like this team is the team that we thought they were. A little bit of a hiccup today, right? But this team, Stallions are scoring 7 more points per game than the Brahmas. They've got the, what seems like, future MVP under center, right? When you've got a guy like that, it gives you so many abilities to be able to find everyone else. His rushing ability, his passing ability. Also, that defense for the Stallions, they lead the league in takeaways. So for the Brahmas, if they're going to be able to step up and do something here, their defense is going to have to be a part of this if they're going to slow down anything that is going to happen here in the playoffs. I do want to ask you, though, Joe. This isn't just our thought. What do you in the chat think about this?
So the chat, Jers King, the show, always watching. He thinks,
what up, B?
Yeah, what up is right. Thinks that the Brahmas win was bigger than the Stallions loss.
Okay.
Me, I respectfully disagree. You want
Whoa!
me to say why?
All right, let's hear it, man.
Yeah, everyone always has a reason.
Hear me out.
It's all right.
Hear me out.
Tell us why you're wrong.
The Patriots, your Patriots, and this is a little bit of a bigger scale comparison. They went into the 07 Super Bowl undefeated.
Yeah.
All that pressure was on them to complete an undefeated season. I think the Stallions' loss was good for them. And it was bigger than the impact of the Brahmas win. Yes, of course, the Brahmas, got some confidence going and brewing. But at the same time, I think the Stallions can learn more from this loss moving forward.
Yeah, and it kind of just makes you become a little more disciplined because when you look at penalty yardage in the XFL, the #1 most penalized team is the Birmingham Stallions, and they're the #1 team in the league. So if you're making that many mistakes and hurting yourself and giving the other team free yardage, when you start to get into the playoffs and play playoff caliber teams, it becomes more costly. And I think we saw that in this game, especially towards the end of the game, a couple of unnecessary roughness, unsportsmanlike conducts. Those personal fouls can't happen. A holding call, I'll take that. A face mask, I'll take that because that's effort. But those mental mistakes, those are the ones that are the most costly.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Super quick. People are saying your beard has been on point all season.
Hey, thank you so much. This is why we go to chat. That's what I'm talking about. It's week 9. I let the hair down a little bit today. You know what I mean? Like we're having a good time here.
It's a weekend, man.